Hello and welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Phoenix for race 20. Take a quick look up and down qualifying. And we'll get ready to roll out here. The one of Toad Warrior on pole for this race. 42 starters. We're ready to roll. And all it takes is 74 laps to get it done here today, boys. Green flag is out at the NASA 400. Looking pretty steady so far on the restart. Everybody wants to make sure they set up for turn one properly here. Here they go. The one gets off to the lead. The battle for second commences up. RS Fast and 11 battling Born Ready for second. And the 31 gets that spot. Everyone wants to take it a little steady here. Some might be sliding in a lot harder than others. The 8 makes up ground on the low side. A little frustration here. I think I saw 91 get into it with the 9. Midfield here. As, yeah, still decently crowded midfield. And 39 looking to make up some positions here as the 18 is going for it around the bottom. A lot of cars that benefit from qualifying. Eastlamp inside the top 15. Zent's on the way back as well. Hyperdrive looking for a 3 wide entry into turn one as Racer goes up the track. Side by side for 5th, it seems. 21's gonna roll a lot easier here and get it. Like the top spots have just been kind of a single file most of the time. 31 driving it very intently here to catch the 1 for the lead. As your top 10, let's jump back a bit here. Still see a lot of only being side by side. The F4 Ace getting underneath the 90 of Howard Pavilion. Trying to as a start of a battle, but it doesn't take. Volley around the high side. That was a good lap for the 1 compared to the 31 there. 17 passing the 77. The 34 goes up a track. That could be something. They all line up off the corner. Born Ready back to 4th now, as KSS BSS has entered 3rd place. Not sure if the 4 car has the speed. I say that as he has a really slow middle of the turn that allows Born Ready to take advantage there. Not sure if there's a developing problem on the 4 car or just a one-off line that he took. Ben McDonald fighting his way to try to get into the top 10. He's got one more spot to pass before he has top 10 run right now. 21's looking underneath the 2, just can't find a way to get it around. I think if you're Zents, you see a couple drivers or quite a bit behind you who are, you know, they're faster. You're just trying to hold position before the inevitable happens. Oh, a little contact between the 79, or 74 and the 28. Jerry and Kyle D with small incidental contact. Everyone's pretty much in their groove right now. With 21 all over the back of the 2. Trying to find his way. Team Duke was running 8th at the start of the lap. He's getting raced pretty hard here as the 18 wanted to slide up where the 3 was, just wasn't able to clear him, and that's going to cost him both. He'll get him in 3 and 4. As Tide is starting to show some cracks in his performance right now. Slipping outside the top 20 right now. The gap is still about a second between first and second. Don't see any major issues besides just some drivers taking the goofy odd lines, costing them some time. Back, it's the same suspects out back. Laundry Sauce, Bassell, Donald Trump, and Rizzu all out back. The usual suspects. The whole field kind of just cleanly going by on the front stretch. The Cooker, Volley, they're going for position. Fred Jones sliding, or at least racing Volley a little harder than usual. The battle for second might heat up a bit. Born Ready wanting to try to take the low side of 31. The 2 goes a little lower on the front stretch. He's looking low. Not sure if that'll help him in the long run, but it's a line he's taking. Team Duke holding his own up top against the 18. Ben McDonald there. These 2 pretty intent on going side by side. The 11 loses ground there. Eventually gives. I thought that 5 was going to think about bringing it 3 wide, but he backs off. And for good reason. '52 goes way up the track. Oh, in the wall, the 02. Eastlap spins. Big hits for several cars entering turn 3. Big wreck in the back. They just keep piling in. Oh my god. The puff, and the big one at the back stretch at Phoenix. Leaders are pitting this lap by, but holy cow. Knee slump and the big one on the back stretch at Phoenix. It all starts when the 52 slid up way up the track and hooked the 02. Like, the 02 had a fine day going, but man, Eddie just cannot buy a break, it seems. Season goes from bad to worse. Landon gets a piece of it. The 39 is A-OK. Zentz gets by. And I don't think there's any other survivors after that. Like, they just keep going. Wolven 9 got a bit of it. I think the 28 was fine. As several drivers piling in contact. The Puff just absolutely ass rams the back of the 77. As the last couple drivers, Sauce and Trump, just kind of brute force it there. A helicopter cam to kick it off. One more angle at half speed. Yeah, you can see who survives and who doesn't from this angle perfectly. A lot of drivers. We sacrificed a lot here. They really thought they could go for the gap. They were wrong. And it really closes when Ace hits it there. That's when it really closes up. Everyone just piles to the low side. No one knows where the fuck to go. Joe Mama made sure Ladion was involved. Laundry Sauce did a decent-ish job as he could. So many cars got piled. Oh my god. Alright. I don't even know who all, like, DNF list. Rizzu, Eastlamp, Pacell, Notsky, Puff, Cannoli, Pavilion, Logan, BS, Jerry, King, Wannabe, Ace, Fred Jones and Shoppa are 2 laps down. I do not know if they will return to the track. Alright, here is your update. The Cooker has returned and is on the lead lap. Shoppa's 2 down and is on track. While Fred Jones is 1 down, soon to go 2 down, and I do not know the status if he will stay on track or not. That's some bad damage on the front of the 86. Shoppa's will be the slow lap car there. I am not sure how this restart will go. Some of the leaders will get by that slow 77 of Shoppa, so they'll race as they go green, green, green. Who's going to be the first one stuck behind him? Whoa, Ben turns the 77. More trouble up front. Oh, man. 39 gets a little spin. Big contact. They're still crashing. Oh, my gosh. The 07 has turned over. What a mess. I mean, I think Duke was forcing Ben into that second line, but Ben just had enough of that lap car shit and just turned him. The 39 of Tiger Man got jacked up by Zentz. Not so lucky there. Most of the contact on 39 was minor. Laundry Sauce just eats shit on the outside wall. You saw that one. That one, Racer, turns the 07 into the 52, into the 26 and the 5. And the 07 is destroyed. Alright, more sorting this shit out. So many wrecked cars already. The 31 just taking the lead is the one of Toad Warrior has, I think the one of Toad Warrior may have pitted, so he's backing up. I mean, the leader's already pitted on the first caution, and they pitted second caution as well. Alright, so now we got the 77, the 07, and the 86 lining up on the low size lap cars. That took the 55 and the 26 out. 23 cars in a lead lap, so even if you're still running lead lap, you have a chance, I guess. Green flag back underway, and I'm not sure if Ben will do it again. Now the 11 didn't force him in that situation, so he's fine. But the 11 is definitely making it a lot harder for lead lap cars to race each other. Or maybe Fred Jones is stuck in a pitting loop. Toad and the Cooker come down with them. I'll have to keep my eye on those three if they're really stuck the way they are. It's RS and Hyper out front, 1-2. Born Ready third. I think once they get spread out, they'll really settle in for the long green. We've had a good spurt of chaos, but I think it's over. 86 coming off pit road. Hyperdrive looking for the lead here. He's gonna take the look, but RS gonna try and roll the high side. If I roll the high side, I mean, oh, we actually rolled the high side. Holy shit! He made it work. How many cars are even on the lead lap? By my accounts, there are 21 cars in the lead lap. Toad just went a lap down there. The Cooker is as well. I think Fred Jones is 3 down. And the 07 passed Toad for position. Okay. So yeah, where did that one car go anyway? Well, he's currently running on his own 1 lap down. I think the Cooker and Jones are stuck in a pitting loop, so they're both going to be fun, having NR moments. Toad Warrior's just your default 1 lap down car, as Hyper, looking low this time, has more agency for the lead, but RS still holds on. Jake running third. Like, a third place car could run up and snipe it. Ben McDonald slowly advancing his position. Born Ready having another dominant streak here. In the 27, he rolls. Rolling strong. Who's having a good underdog day run? Kyle D in 13th, doing a great job. Tiger Man running 14th despite the rear end damage. I don't think he's as fast as these front running guys, but he can work the steel, if you know what I mean. Now the 21's going for the lead, and it's still a battle. But I think this time into 3 he'll keep it. Alright, 31 back to second. Top 4 kind of rolling out now. Trying to get separation from guys like Frosty Wolf, Ben McDonald. Alright, it's the playoff push time. If you want to start making the push to get in, now's a chance. Jones and Cooker on pit road again. They're just collecting laps down at this point. They're going to be 4 and 6 laps down coming to the line this time, respectively. Yep. Still really big days for guys like Joe Mama and Muhaha. They're looking to collect a top 20 finish if they can stay on the course. Volley and Donald Trump as well should be reaping pretty big rewards if they survive here. But looks like Hyper is starting to really drive it away. The 31 has like the experience with the track, but I think there are other guys out there with faster stuff than him. And I think Jake is really putting it to work as he wants to pass for 2, take second, challenge for the lead. Because most of these drivers getting their work done by setting up into 1 and 2 and then executing through 3 and 4. Jake to second place. Frosty Wolf hanging inside the top 5, doing himself a job. And Born Ready, prepping for the regular season champion right here. He's going hard. As now the pitters are exiting at around the same way the leaders would be at, so. Huh. Not sure if that shook up the lead cars or not, but Jake now having to battle RS for second a little harder. I think that's what he's going to get here. Now it's time for the sponsor segment. NASA. NASA is our government-funded space program where we get to explore outer space, which is a beautiful place, home to black holes and some of the largest things in our universe. I'm not amongst one of them, but our planet Earth, I mean, if you took a look at Earth from outer space, it looks pretty good. I don't know. Space is just really fun. It's one of those things that, like, your young brain gets, like, fixated on. I'm guilty of this. Space, space, love space. Alright, back to the race. Hey, it rhymes. And the 77 of Shapa has been slow enough to go some more laps down. And the 86 of Fred Jones finally broke the suspension on his car, so he's out of the race. I mean, it was really only a matter of time for that 86 team. They were just kind of limping around. But if there's any consolation, they did beat the 66 team, so there's that. 20 cars in the lead lap back to Ladion. I mean, the battle for the lead, I mean, it's not really a battle for the lead anymore. It is. Some of the guys back there starting to pit. I think it was Muha and Eddie on pit road. Or it might have been Joe Mama. I don't know. What? We've lost the cameras. Alright, they're back. Ladion's been slow enough to where he's been... He got some damage. He might be going a lap down. Joe Mama as well. Those two have not been fast. Honestly, this green flag run's kind of been just taking its toll on the field, and we might need a pit stop soon. But I wouldn't know how long. KSS BSS having himself a top 10 run so far. Things you like to see. It. Ladion has been lapped. Yeah, that 88 has not been fast, but he got kind of banged up from a couple crashes, so can't really blame him. I mean, I think the gap might be closing back to hyperdrive, so you never know. If a 31 can actually catch the 21. That's the conundrum here. 27 always weighs in the balance. If Born Ready can win again. I think RS might have been starting to be closing in on him. The lap times have fallen off, and I'm not sure if by the visual indicator, but I think even the 27 is starting to gag here. Not sure if it's consistent or not, because I think it looks like they're kind of standing off this lap. You never know with these cars what they'll be doing. I think Hyper had the advantage that lap, so might be a bit of back and forth, or it might be whenever they run into the lap car. Because that was when Ladion was in Hyper's way, kind of started ganging. I'm not sure if Joe Mama will have the same effect. the 48 holding high there, that does cut into the run off the corner that Hyper could have. But when it comes to second place, it's starting to become a party right now. Those two went high. I'm not sure why. Like, it's, maybe the lap car's having more of an effect on second place than they had on first. Born Ready got kind of held up by Joe Mama a little bit, so who knows? Ben McDonald 6. CS Fast and 11 came out for 7th. Yeah, Tiger Man there 15th. Then you have a little battalion here of Landon, Volley. Canadian Luck 17th despite the hood damage. Donald Trump running an 18th. That's a top 20 day there, if anything. But Born Ready's not giving up the fight though. He's making sure his name is heard here. I mean, mission accomplished in the points, but this race specifically too. I think that might be one stop, and it's when to make your one stop. That means all the difference here. See the mountain off of 1 and 2 right there. Nice, kind of opposes the grandstands of 3 and 4. I remember when the turns were on the opposite sides of each other because the front stretch the finish line used to be on the back stretch. We had that one variant season 2. That was weird. Dow for second kicking up again. Those two going at it, and tires must be shot to shit with not being able to put up lap times like they used to. Jake just running kind of just doing the bare minimum he fucking can to get around the goddamn 31. Ben McDonald around for the top 5. He's got to play defense on the 3 now. Easier said than done. I think he looks to get going there now. There he goes. That one racer running 11th. I mean, for all the crap that the 10 car has to put up with, it's a good position for what he's running. Team Duke in 13th after even more crap than the 10. Overall time back from the leader is about 9 to 10 seconds from where Duke is right now. So staying on the lead lap is all but assured. It's just when is it's either going to be pit stops or caution. Not sure which one's going to happen first. If you go on board with Hyper, you can see he's starting to close in. Like, I'm not sure if he'll catch the 68, but it could happen. At this point, the Cooker has lost 15 laps, going on 16 laps to the leader. At this point, if a car were to crash out of the race, the Cooker would not pass him. I'm fairly certain the one more pit stop has to be made before the end. It's just how long are they putting it off? Putting off the money stop, the make or break stop, as Ben, they're not making this top 5 easy for him. As here comes 77 in the way. I mean, it's been a tough race for Shapa, but he's doing his best. Oh, they got a section back there pitting. None of the top 4 came in this time. So it looks like the coming in time is soon for these top dogs. Hyperdrive has the 1.5 second advantage as he comes in this time. Second, third, and fourth all stay out another lap. There's advantages to coming in early, advantages staying out. If you come in early, you have more laps with super fresh stuff compared to everyone's flat stuff. But then everyone else is slightly better than you throughout the run. But if a caution were to come out, those who stayed out reap the best rewards. As Born Ready stays out, this could get ugly. Toad Warrior, who is a lap down. There's still a few cars back here who look like they haven't pit or have already pitted. KSS BSS in lap 64. He's another one who hasn't come in yet. Born Ready, another lap, staying out. KSS BSS bites it and comes in. I'm not sure what this 27 is like doing. This isn't Nashville where you can make it to the end on fuel. Your time to come in, you're only putting it off, which I think at this point you're hurting yourself more than anything. Unless you think you could come in, take less, come out on top, and win. That might be the strategy this team is playing to. The 68s come in, 21s come in. The 5 of Landon. Oh yeah, he's coming in this time. The 4 of KSS in lap 65. I think Hyper might have it made. He's on lap 65. Landon, stuck on pit road. He's not going to come out in time. Born Ready. He's crossed the start-finish line, but Hyper beats Born off. So it's the 21's race to lose at this point. All right. Hyperdrive and the 3-second gap to the lead. Some drivers kind of got unlucky on pit road. Definitely did not have the stop they were looking for. $18, $39. Tough luck there, but looks like it's coming down to just the 21's game now. In closing laps, and with cars honestly so spread out that looks like it's going to go green to the end. Who knows? He's even pulling away too, so probably because battle for second, too busy with each other as Born Ready and Jake are on each other's throats. RS Fast and 11, a top 5 day with CS. A double fast lane top 5. That's pretty good. Limited laps left. There's lap traffic that has to be worked around for second and third. The leader's fine all the way back to Shoppa, which might cause him trouble, but I don't expect him to completely fumble the bag, considering how strong the lead is. Coming to 4 to go. Warren and Jake doing a job right here. As Hyperdrive looking to get around Shoppa, taking his time, finds the opportunity to pass. Three to go. Born Ready really hitting a stride as the gap is 2.8, but that might be due to lap traffic holding up the 21 on his end. So this gap is not shrinking in the slightest. 2 to go as it holds. Ladion, Hyper, letting him through. There they are. The white flag. One more time around for these guys. Hyperdrive through 2 safely. As it's his race. It's been a while since 21's been in victory lane, but it's back. Hyperdrive finally gets one at Phoenix. This race has kind of been a thorn in this side since season 1, but no more. It is conquered. Now the hero comes to pit road. Oh, after he's taken the checkered flag. Okay. Well, that's your guy. Plenty of messed up encounters on track, a couple flubbed pit stops, and a whole list of upsets to run with. But at the end of the day, 21 was the one. As the list of accidents, only 2 cautions the entire race, but goddamn were they big cautions. That's all we've got for this race. We will see you next time. Take care.